Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. West Bromwich Albion have finally found their replacement for Tony Mowbray as they have appointed Spurs assistant coach Ryan Mason to take over as head coach at West Bromwich Albion. Am I happy about it, guys? Well, when I first saw the reports about Ryan Mason being a potential candidate to take over the reins at West Bromwich Albion, I was a bit 50-50 about it because Ryan Mason hasn't been a professional head coach as of yet. And obviously with him being an assistant coach, it is a bit of a risk take from the board. However, I have got to look at the brighter picture as Ryan Mason has been able to work alongside some of the best managers in the game, you know, for the likes of Mauricio Pochettino, Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, Nuno Espirito Santo and Ange Postecoglou. He has been able to have the experience of how they play, which for him, he is able to get a lot of the ideas down, even though he's probably got his own way of playing, which is absolutely fine. He is also able to, you know, take notes from them, and also, obviously, we don't know what we're going to get yet from him as a manager, and hopefully he has a variety of ideas and plans if you know, results or the style of play doesn't go to plan, and hopefully he can be able to come up with a lot of ways to get everything out of the players, get them playing good football, and hopefully organised and disciplined. From looking at Ryan Mason as an assistant coach at Tottenham Hotspur, he has been able to have the developments of one of the players, for example, like Brennan Johnson, for example. He's been able to help him when it comes down to his finishing accuracy, how he dribbles, how he attacks, and being able to make him more disciplined, sharper, and also get the best out of him. And again, Brennan Johnson has been able to credit Ryan Mason for being able to like have one-on-one coaching time with him and being able to help him develop as a better player. And obviously, which he has done, obviously, you know, I mean, even though it hasn't really been Tottenham's season, obviously, he has been able to help him, obviously, when it comes down to creating chances. And also, you know, even in the Europa League final as well, beating Manchester United, being able to come off a succession in that as well. And even, for example, like in there, because, like, we have got players, obviously, who, you know, we know that obviously are good, but obviously they can be better. I mean, for example, like for the wings, like Tom Fellows and Mikey Johnston. Tom Fellows, obviously, we know he can put in a clinical ball in, and obviously, you know, he can do the step over and, you know, cross it in floatingly. And, you know, there can be a player who is able to get on the end of it and put it in the net. However, obviously, there are times where Fellows wants to take a different approach and, you know, cut inside and then shoot. Again, Ryan Mason obviously has that capability of being able to, you know, come up with new ideas and being able to get more out of, obviously, Pacific players like Tom Fellows or Mikey Johnson, and even better, like for like the whole team, being able to try them on something different and hopefully being able to get them to adapt to that style, which can be a really big benefit for next season, where they're able to, you know, come across more and obviously not be doing the same old thing, which, you know, can lead to goals or anything, or like lead to not being able to take chances. Doing some research on like how Ryan Mason would most likely want to play, his preferred formation is a 4-2-3-1, and looking at some of his core principles, they are actually quite interesting because he wants to keep the Albion possession oriented, where they're able to make short passes and, you know, keep control of the ball, keep possession, you know, as most tightly as possible, but also when having possession is to do every pass smartly and accurately, which then can lead on to a high-pressing counter-attack, which can then obviously hopefully get the Albion to create some really clinical chances and then get the goals getting into the back of the net, which also comes in handy for him wanting to have a double pivot, where they're able to get the midfield under control, where they're able to, you know, be tight, be disciplined, and deny any of the opposition's midfield or attack to come forward, and which obviously has been a major issue for the Albion for many years, where the midfield just has not been it, and, you know, can be seen as a very vulnerable area for us, and also a easy option for the opposition, you know, to come forward and then cause trouble to create chances, which can be very deadly or unfortunately end up in the back of the net. And looking at something that has already been happening at the Albion, where of the use of the fullbacks, they are also allowed to join the attack, where they're able to be helpful with the overlap and assist, you know, for the likes of Tom Fellows and Mikey Johnston. that something hasn't changed, which is something I don't really mind that, because that's happened with not only with Corberan but also with Mowbray as well, and also that is up to Ryan Mason's liking as well. And also with the number 10 role, which obviously can be the cam. Well, it's not going to be John Swift anymore, hallelujah, but maybe Tamabani, for example, when he comes back from injury, he's able to, you know, have the creative opportunity to press, and also maybe a shadow striker where he's able to have a go himself, or be able to, you know, make his way forwards and be very triggering to the defence, to be able to find the gaps for like the strikers and also the wingers as well, to be able to cut through into the box and then eventually work the magic and score, which again is actually quite good, because we do definitely need, I mean, even though Tamabani, I do give credit to him, obviously it hasn't been the best start for him, obviously for him being out. I do see when he comes back, he can be very clinical to the number 10 role, and even who knows, we could probably have a different one considering the transfer news at the moment. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. But at the moment, that is pretty much all I know about Ryan Mason at the moment, guys, and hopefully I can find out some more information in the future. But comment down below, though, guys, what do you think about the appointment of Ryan Mason? Are you happy with it? Are you not? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll stay tuned with you guys for the next video. I'll see you guys in a bit.